Test, test. Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another round in this IIRL season. It is season 12. Sox is back again for another week in Assist Tier 2. Good evening, Jack. I hope you are very, very well, my friend, and very much good luck tonight. I am back. It is Australia, personally, my favourite track on the calendar. I didn't have an unfortunate good race to the Assist Tier 1 race on Thursday. My NA race was kind of good, but tonight we are with the AT2 drivers. Eventually when the lobby starts. So as soon as the thing goes in, we'll be officially in. So now we are a go. It's a short qualifying session tonight because we have 15. Hopefully that guy will be joining us mid-quali. He is yet to make his way out of the paddock. Good evening, Edward, also known as Wad Malone. Good evening, and I hope you're very, very well. Tonight, Jack has requested an onboard for me, so we'll treat him with an onboard of himself instead. Good evening, Lucky Dude. I hope you're very well tonight. Good evening, Padge. I hope you're very well. Hello, Lion. Welcome on in. Good luck tonight as well. So we've got 15 drives tonight, maybe potentially 16, including that guy if he gets here in this short qualifying session. We've got Padge back in the Williams, we've got Ward Malone and Steely in the RB. We've got Lion, who is the first out on track in the Aston Martin. We've got Vitalso reserving tonight in the Alpine. Lincho, race winner last time out with a very dominant performance in the Mercedes. F1 Teddy in the Haas, Lucky Dude in the Aston Martin, Alex in the Alpine, Caznag in the Audi, Jack in the Red Bull, Jose in the Audi, Darthim in the Ferrari, Deton in the Mercedes, and Chris in the Williams. Jack, we will have to wait and see for that. And Edward, hoping it goes better than last week. I very much wish the best for you as well. They're currently lying out on track first. This track, absolutely very, very dangerous for these new cars. Just a lot of battery to be used. You're always going to run out. We'll see from Lion's first lap that he will probably end up running out of battery. Good evening, the Gaming Walmart. I believe you joined the Discord today, so I hope you're doing very, very well, my friend. Welcome in to your first stream, and I hope we'll see you out on track very, very soon. But Lion, starting his lap now, puts on his overtake mode at the very the gap between the end and the start of the lap to make the most of his battery. Burns a little bit of battery out of turn 3, and coming to the line, brakes. As you can see, he is going to find it very difficult for traction in this section. He's trying to save every ounce of battery. He goes wide, and that's an invalidation there for Lion. I think Lucky Dude was up ahead looking to give his teammate some slipstream, but right now F1 Teddy is going to continue. He is going to be the first one to finish up. He goes purple in the first sector, as expected, with him being the first out on track. Good evening, Daft Tim. I hope you're very well, my friend. Oh, okay. Well, welcome on into your first chatting stream then, Mr. Walmart. Oh, I hope you have enjoyed what you've seen. You've got yellow flag, that is the Aston Martin. But Teddy now coming to the third sector was very technical, but he's got a lot of battery to play with, so he is not going to run out. But Teddy going through the final corner, bit of a wiggle there in the penultimate, goes through the final corner very, very nicely. Should put on the power. He does not looks like he puts it into maybe hot lap mode. It's a 119 to start with for F1 Teddy. Next up is going to be the Mercedes of Lincho. He puts himself 119.1. That's a great start for last week's race winner out in Singapore. Next up is going to be Jack, I believe. He's finished up his 18.1 from Jack. That is absolutely outstanding. That from there. He's put himself a second quicker than Lincho. What an absolute lap there to start with. No one else is currently on a lap. Darth Timms is out on the hard, so looking at maybe doing some race practice. I believe Ward Malone, has got onto the grass in the final section of the track. Soup, says Willow, welcome on in, as Ward Malone goes P4 with a 121.8. Now, Willow, will you be back in the comms booth next week? Willow has been ignoring me the last couple of weeks. And Jack says that's a PB lap time. Wow, what a lap there from Jack. Congratulations. Jack is saying, no, Willow is saying oi. I don't know what that means, but he's saying oi. But next out to finish lap is going to be Lion. We'll see what he can do. Lion competing in both AT1 and NA this week as a reserve, so we'll see if that has helped his practice. And it is P2 for Lion. That's 18.3, so the lap times are coming in flick and fast. Lucky Dude as well, going with an 18.4, so I apologise for missing that. Darth Tim is on race practice, but he goes P6 with a 19.6. So Alex goes ahead of Wood Malone with a 20.3 into P7. Steely is going to be up next. Steely is up next on a run, so we'll see what he can do. He runs out of battery towards the end of the line, but puts himself P4. That's a great lap from Steely. He is 3/10 behind Jack at the moment. So it's a lovely, lovely start for now. Teddy has unfortunately left the paddock for a second, so we'll get him back in quickly before anyone else finishes a lap. And Willow saying, I don't have much of an option, I'm not home. Also, it was the joke, Willow. And Wood Malone, my rear, yeah, the practice grip and is just really, really different. As next up to finish a lap will be an Alpine. No, it's not. I think it might be. We'll go on board with Caznag. He's got purple in the sector 2 of the people that are out on track. Lion, not a bad first lap. Yeah, it's a great first lap from you, going 2/10 behind Jack. Oh, congratulations, my friend. As we'll see what Caznag can do. Coming out into the final corner now. And Caznag will come to the line and go P8. So it's 19.8 for Caznag. Vitalso is on a lap and coming to the end of his. So we'll see what Vitalso can produce. Of course, raced last week. Goes P6 with an 18.6. That's a 5/10 gap between first and 6th place currently in this short qualifying session. Chris is out on a lap. He is not on a lap. He is looking at maybe doing a double warm-up. So it's let's see what he can produce. You do get a lot of fuel round here, so hopefully that is his intent. What track issue, Willow? Is there a track issue for Australia or something? What have they missed? And Jose starting a lap now. He's at turn 3 by my maths. Ah, okay. Yeah, because I know it's been like it's been wrong for a couple of car cycles now, but I don't think anyone actually knows what it means anymore. And I always thought it meant fastest of the people on track doing a lap currently. Which I think would make sense because only Vitalso, Jose and Chris are doing laps currently. So yeah, that's what it should be. But I think that the TV crews. Oh no, I think I learned what it is, and I've been rolling with that ever since. But Jose now coming out of the final corner. And he might get a little bit of a tow from the V car, but it will Jose will go P2. That's a great lap from Jose, starting out his qualifying with 9 minutes to go in this qualifying session. Next up on a lap will be, if I can find them, it might be Lucky Dude. It is not. As an Alpine, this is going to get confusing. In fact, we'll go on board with Chris. He's improving massively, so it was a double run from Chris. As we see, going into the third sector, he's gaining battery back very nicely. Burns a bit of overtake mode now. Hopefully it doesn't affect him too much for the final straight. Lovely penultimate and lovely final corner there from Chris. And he will come to the line and put himself P12 with a 20.3. So a lot of improvement there for Chris. The Mercedes are next to each other on track. Linshow finishing a lap, of course, your race winner from last week. Oh, hello, Kamano. Glad to see you back in the streams. Linshow not improving from my maths. And Darth Tim now coming to the end of his lap. Yeah, Kamano, you should come back and race. These cars are fun. My trusty what they called, commentator in the pit lane, supporter from the pit lane, we'll call him chrisjd. It's now saying that Wharton Malone is struggling to get a lap done, as Lion goes a couple of tenths quicker, and that is a 18-0 from the Aston Martin driver. What a lovely. And Padge is starting his first run of the session. I believe that is going to be Steely coming to the end of his second run. And it will be P2 for Steely, a 3/10 improvement, putting himself just behind Lion. That's a great lap from Steely. Willow, I don't know who Ted Kravites is. I don't know who that is. I've only heard of Cred Travis, and I think that might be a licensing issue. Caznag is currently on a run, so we'll see. In fact, that's not Alex. The other Alpina Vitalso's on an outlap, but we will go on. We'll go on board with Alex. He is not on a run actually, so we'll go back on board with Caznag, as the times are coming in flick and fast. So it's absolutely chaotic out here. Darth Tim has just got ahead of Deaton in the qualifying race for P9 currently. 2 more drivers will cross the line to finish runs. That Padge going P8. I had to think about that one. That's a great lap from Padge there. The man that usually doesn't do qualifying. But it's a great start. And Caznag now will come to the end of his lap and will produce a 2/10 quicker lap time and goes P12, as I have just dropped everything. So that was fun. Come on, I hope to be back racing with you again soon, mates. Yes, we will await your return, as Alex now is, I think it was 2/10 down on his previous best lap time, so it's not an improvement for Alex yet. I believe he said to me that he's not done much track practice and he was trying out a new setup, so we'll see what he can produce with it. It's looking like as he comes into the pit lane, so he wasn't on a lap. My apologies. Padge also coming into the pit lane. Caznag, I believe, will be as well. So your only car on a lap is going to be Vitalso. So we'll see what Vitalso can do. I'm currently running P7 in this qualifying session with 4 seconds to go. So there is a potentiality that this will be his last run. As Vitalzo will come through to the left, right. He's currently 0.036 seconds up on his previous best lap time, which is a purple of the people on laps, which is what we think that means now. Honestly, not a clue. My big splot over the curb there. Maybe got too close. Didn't invalidate those. We can. Oh, it's a spin. It's a spin from Vitalzo, and welcome on in, Howarsi. How are you doing, my friend? Welcome on in. Welcome on into the short quality action. We've got 3 minutes left in this qualifying session, and everyone is starting to come out on their outlaps now. You got Chris and Ward Malone and Lucky Dude and Teddy all coming. Yes! That's the biggest achievement on the week, saying your name right. That's the biggest achievement. Yes! Come on. As you can see from the mini-map and the timing boards, everyone is starting to come out. You would expect to see people come out with maybe around 2 minutes left at the latest before it becomes slightly difficult to get a lap done. But we'll have to see with Lucky Dude. Might be doing a... Lucky Dude and everyone coming out on outlaps now might be doing a double run. So we'll, who is it? I think it was Teddy that did a double run earlier in the session. So everyone else that's coming out now might be following him and his suit to see if it is actually beneficial. And we can see as soon as Lucky Dude decides to put his battery on or not, and he does put his battery on now, so uses quite a fair bit of battery going into turn 1. There's a Red Bull on the line that could be distracting. Jack does get on the grass though, so it's I do not believe that a double outlap is not. I don't think it is, but you get 3 laps of fuel. You get 3 laps of fuel. So I imagine that if you wanted to save fuel, then it would be useful. But in terms of these cars, it's probably not that effective. But yeah, exactly. That's another thing that you could take into account. I think it would depend on how fast you take those outlaps as well. There's Lucky Dude now coming into the 3rd sector. Willow saying licensing issues, Macrody's Ferraria. Well, technically, I don't believe that particular sports channel that Cred Travitz works for would be the issue. I think we have the offers to the real cars, as they are evidently given to us. As Lucky Dude goes just less than a tenth off his teammate, but that will be his final run. So Lucky Dude missing out on pole just by an inch at the moment. Jack is about to start a run. Teddy is about to finish a run and goes P3 just off the back of Lucky Dude. So these times are very, very close. Jose is a tenth up on his previous best lap time, and I think he will be the first driver to come to the line. As Darthim as well is going to be finishing a lap. He might be getting held up by the Audi here, as Lion goes even quicker. That's a great lap from Lion. Darthim goes P7. These two, Darthim and Padge, have now finished their qualifying. Caznag, that's the Ferrari. What is that? That is Jose coming up next. He's 2 tenths up on his previous best. Teddy has unfortunately left there. Oh wow! That's a great pole lap there from... And Lincho will stay P10, so your race winner from last week has not been able to improve. There's a spin at the final corner. That's Vitalzo. Vitalzo has spun at the final corner. Jack, I believe, is one of the drivers up next is, I think that was Steely coming into the pit lane. Jack goes P5, and Deton is going to be up next. And Deton will stay just behind his teammate. And Caznag will not be able to improve on his lap time, and neither will. But that is going to be the end of your qualifying. But that is the end of your qualifying. Your positions are Jose P1, Lime P2, Lucky Dude P3, Teddy P4, Jack P5, Steely P6, Darfton P7, Vitalso P8, Padge P9, Lincho P10, Deton P11, Casno P12, Alex P13, Chris P14, and Ward Malone P15. And now we enter the 5-minute break. Now we enter the 5-minute break. It does look very, very dry out there. So, we'll talk about strategies. Teddy has joined just, unfortunately, just after the time, so he will not be able to change his fuel loads or strategies. So we'll have to hope that doesn't affect him too much. But we will do the first installment of the current championship standings for 82. As currently, your championship top 3 is Jack, and your race Jack is leading the championship by 45 points, with 1 win and 2 podiums out of the 1 win, 2 podiums in the last 2 rounds. No, one win, 1 podium, sorry. And Lincho is on 40 points, with Steely on 38 points, and Jose in P4. In the Constructors' Championship, Mercedes are leading the way with 46 points, with Red Bull 1 point behind with 45, and Audi in 39 points in 3rd place, with Williams 1 point behind them. So it is very, very early into the season, but it is very much all to play for going into this season. And now on to strategies. You would expect a one-stop strategy to be the king, but we have seen safety cars in both rounds in NA and 81 this week, multiple of them. So imagine a change to the strategy in this 29-lap race is very, very effective, with these cars being very, very easy to fuel save, and with the way that you have to manage your battery in these cars, we can expect a lot of drivers to underfuel. So with that being said, get your predictions in the chat of who you think is going to win. Is Jose going to go from P1 to P1, or is someone going to overtake him and keep his position? Jack is saying not himself. Have faith in yourself, Jack. You're the championship leader, my friend. Deaton sad when 11th is the best quality of all weekend. And good evening, Tim. Welcome on in. It's Australia, my friend. We got a lovely race coming for you if you stick around. It's very lovely to have you back in the streams, my friend. As Teddy has unfortunately been disconnected again, so we'll do our very best to get him back in. We're currently a couple of minutes away. In that case, good day. Absolutely class. Yeah, Daft Tim, I would generally expect a lot of chaos. There is a lot that can happen. We saw a last a last lap safety car on Thursday in 81. We have seen multiple VSCs in no assist on Tuesday. So all is to play for. And to be fair, I don't think anyone knows what's going to happen. You could easily say that Lean Show qualified P10 but won the race last week. Could be an amazing result. Everything is possible here. So Padge is unfortunately not yet won a race this season, but he did get P7 in round 1 at the Silverstone Reverse Grand Prix, and then an unfortunate that Padge was not able to race last week in Singapore, so it's a P7, but Padge has qualified quite well today, and finds himself, if I can remember where it is, Padge does find himself in P9, so it's another great opportunity for Padge to get a good result. I mean, as I was just saying to Daft Tim, safety cars are very, very much possible round here. So anything is possible. I can hear the beeps in my ear, which means my TV crew are signifying that it is almost time to get underway for the Australian Grand Prix. We get under the way for the formation that will go onto tyres and lap data. As you can see, there are 3 drivers that have started on the hard compound tyre, which is Daft Tim, Caznag, and Chris. As I will just try and get Teddy back in to the lobby, but unfortunately Teddy is not available right now, so I'll try and see if he comes back online in a moment. Otherwise it will be a DNS for Teddy, which means wherever he finishes everyone will move up. Now you can see that Jose, Lion, Lucky, Teddy, Jack, Steely, Vitalso, Padge, Lean Show, Deton, Alex and Ward Malone have all started on the medium. And Daft Tim, Caznag and Chris are probably hoping for a safety car to take them late on into this race. So we will have to see how they manage these tyres. Because if an early safety car does come in, then it could very well spell disasters for their races. But, I mean, you can make it work. We saw Sergio on Thursday do the hard medium, not pit under the very late safety car, and still win the race. So, absolutely chaos, which, you know, genuinely crazy race. I was unfortunately involved in an incident that I still got P9 after crossing the line P13. So bless our steward Aaron, and very big thank yous to him for doing the steward report as well for 81, which I'll probably go through at the end of the race. If you stick around at the end of the race, I could talk you through some of the stuff that happened. But I've got a terrible TV camera, and it's fixed. As we now on the way, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and away they fly. It looks to be a good start from Lion. A couple of changes in the back, with Lean Show getting a decent start as well. Lion gonna slot in behind as we go through. That's a move from the inside from Steely on Teddy, who is still in ghost mode. Lean Show and Teddy swapping place as well. Caznag trying to look his way past Deton around the outside on those hard combat tyres. Alex as well trying to find any way through. It's unfortunate Alex getting off track there. Padge has unfortunately, in Tim's despair, fallen down the order as well from the start, but we'll see how this goes. It is currently only lap 1. Jack getting past Lucky Dude, and Lucky Dude is clawing back at Jack, so Jack maybe trying and stick it round the outside as Lucky Dude does concede position. Vitalso getting past the ghost car of Teddy as well. There's three, look to be 3 wide, but Jack and Lion swapping out for P2. It's a lovely move there. That's Lucky Dude can have a look at overtake on Steely. But Steely does go off track there. Will that allow Lucky Dude to have a look round the outside? It will turn to the inside for the final corner. There's enough space given, but Steely does manage to keep the position. Jose setting the fast lap. He's got a 1.1 second lead out in front, with Lion now 1.2 seconds behind Jack. So Jack looking to get back into that overtake mode range. Otherwise, he will be at the disadvantage. Lion is trying his very best to claw back. Deton getting past Daft Tim. Ooh, very, very close there. Looked maybe a bit of contact, but Caznag getting past as Teddy has rejoined his car, so his car will no longer be in ghost mode, but it has fallen down the order massively to P8. Steely and Lion swapping positions, and Tim and Caznag swapping positions as well. It looked maybe like a dive from Alex, but Alex not able to. As Lean Show falling down the order a couple of positions, Vitalso getting past him, and Lucky Dude and Lion, I believe, swapping position. These places are coming second fast. Padge and Alex fighting it out for P13 at the moment. Alex managing to keep the position for now. But Jose now setting a 1:21. Steely setting a 20.572. So it's a great lap from Steely. Lean Show getting past Vitalso into turn 1. I apologise, they're missing a lot of these overtakes, as these overtakes will literally come from anywhere with these new cars. I say new, but we do borrow them from the real life drivers. So they are the real life cars. We just put an equalizer module in the cars. That is the only change we make to the cars. They are their real life components. Oh! Teddy and Vitalso getting involved in contact. Oh! I do not believe there to be any damage there on Teddy, but that will cost him some time. Padge daft him, getting past Caznag with the use of his overtake mode and straight mode. Padge as well, getting past Alex as well in the battle for P13. We've got, it looks to be from the minimap that we've got 3 groups of cars forming. Vitalso getting past Teddy again, but Teddy finds a way back through. He's going to really suffer because he will not have access to the overtake mode. But Vitalso got through, got a yellow flag. That's Teddy, and he is retired from this session. So it's unfortunate there from Teddy to end his race so early. But oh, Daft Tim getting involved in contact with Teddy. That is unfortunate for Teddy's race and Daft Tim, as Daft Tim has now fallen down to the back of the order. So that is now going to cause an effect to his race because of the hard tyres. Padge getting past Caznag in the second sector now. There is a lot to be calmed down from at the moment. Vitalso, Deton and Warden Malone fighting out for P7. Deton has got past Warden Malone. Vitalso is going to have a look for a way through. There's contact there. A bit of wing has come off from Warden Malone's car, and Vitalso will get the way back through. There goes the straight mode board, I think it is. But Warden Malone does have wing damage, so that is not very good for his race there. We are only 4 laps in. The action is not going anywhere. And I think that is just the fairest way to say it is, as Ward Malone does come in, apologies for my onboard camera, it is made for the Audi. Lock up there from Jose, he is 1.9 seconds out in front. So it's a lovely, lovely race so far from Jose. As Jack, as Darth Tim also is coming in as well. He has to go on to a set of mediums. So he will not be able to make it to the end, but he'll be hoping for a safety car. I think both of them will, to find their way back into this race. But as I said earlier, a safety car is not impossible. A safety car is very, very much possible. Closest back on track is the battle between Steely and Lion. Lion is 4 tenths back of Steely, who is then 8 tenths back from Lucky Dude. So Lucky Dude may be trying to hold up Steely to allow his teammate through. Good evening, Mink. I hope you are very, very well, my friend. I hope you're doing very, very well. Shame we couldn't see you on track tonight, but I'm sure we'll see you back next week. As Steely now will look to make a move past with the overtake mode. Does have settle in behind for now. He knows that he has the overtake mode, and Lucky Dude does not. As now Steely will look to make the way through. He goes around the outside, and Lucky Dude will settle for P3 for now. But how much battery has Steely used, and how much will that affect him going down the back straight? There's a very long back straight. It is very long. He will run out of battery, but how much battery has he got left to survive for? We'll go for his onboard, which you can't see. We'll watch from behind and see how much Lucky Dude is able to perhaps catch up. It's not by much. He is not able to get close enough to get in there. Steely must have run out of battery by now, but Lucky Dude will have to settle in behind. Onto the gravel, as Lucky Dude will allow his teammate Lion to get through and have an attack on Steely. Steely proving to be a very big foe for the Aston Martin drivers tonight. But we'll see what the tactical decisions go on at the Alpine garage. What Mike Crack, or whatever his name is now, will do with these two drivers. Will they swap positions, or will they be allowed to fight? Look, it is going to be that way for the foreseeable future. Deton and Lincho fighting out for P6. As you've got a yellow flag in the back, that is Vitalso round at turn 7, and that is contact with the wall, so his wing has got a bit of damage. That is unfortunate for his race. He's able to get running, so we'll see if he can claw back any time. The gap is now 2.2 seconds at the front. As I say that, it goes down to 2.1. So Jack may be finding a bit of time as Jose's tyres do go off. We'll see, yeah, Jack is finding time on Jose now, but will it be enough time before they pit onto the hard compounder tyres? Please do not go anywhere. And if you like what you see, please comment in the chat, and we'll get you an invite to the Discord. If you're watching on the YouTube or the Instagram as well, there are invite links in the description and in the bio of either one, respectfully. The Alpine drivers have officially swapped in the battle for P4, so Lucky Dude feeling that he is the faster of the drivers, as a big snap at the exit of turn 3 will maybe put a hold of that for now. as Vitalso will come out in P14. Everyone fairly spread out, apart from the two teammates in the Aston Martin and the Mercedes, both swapping positions again. Both feeling that there is better to do. Maybe a bit of team games from either of them to give the faster driver the overtake mode, as they do know that they will be better equipped to work together as a team rather than anything else. And oh, that is unfortunate for our driver, who started in P2. He's got a 3-second time penalty, which will affect him at the end of the race. As you can see, going back up ahead, oh, very, very close between the two drivers. They do feel comfortable maybe to race each other. And with 20 laps to go in this race, these two are out here for the time of their life. Hopefully it doesn't cost them too much time to the Mercedes duo of Deaton and Linshow behind as we go through this race. Now they give it a couple of laps time, we'll be entering the strategy aspect of this race. When will people pit? Will the undercut be effective? We saw on Thursday that the overcut was really, really powerful. Which will be powerful today? Lucky Dude and Lion swapping position again. But that has allowed these two fighting out for position has allowed Deaton and Linshow to catch up into this battle. They're inserting themselves into this battle. They're now going to be looking for any opportunity to get through. Any opportunity that they can get is going to be taken. They want to insert themselves into this fight, try and gain as much track position as possible. We'll see if Deaton can find a way through. He's currently 7/10 back, but Lion does have the overtake mode of his teammate. So he might struggle to make it through until one of them pits. Of course, they will pit at different times. They will not want to double stack unless there is a safety car. Daft him getting his first 3-second time penalty of the race, currently down in P13. We stay on board with Deaton. He's got a lovely run out of turn 6, I think. No, turn 5, I think. Honestly, I don't know. 2. He goes purple in the middle sector, and Teddy has officially left the paddock for this weekend. As Lion will look for a way through, go down the inside. As the contact between the two. Deaton has a little slide, and they're both. Oh, it's Jose, the race leader, has left his car in ghost mode. That is music to Jack's ear right now. You can join off my profile, Jose. Or I could, because you're on Xbox, you could join off my. You can join off my profile for the future. If you add me on Xbox, you can join off my profile. That way, I don't need to invite you as well. But there you are. There is your invite, my friend. But back to it. The Aston Martin and Mercedes drivers still fighting out for P4. Oh, big slide there from Deaton. This has allowed Lion to get very, very close. Good evening, Spyro. I hope you're very, very well, my friend. Welcome on in. Yeah, go Linshow, go. He was race winner last time out in Singapore, but he is not having the best of race so far. Still plenty of time to go in this race, though, so still everything to play for. And as with our other two tiers this week, no assist and assist tier 1, there are safety cars. There probably will be a safety car at some point in this race, so I would not count that out as of yet. But Linshow is, speaking of Linshow, he's right behind. There's got a yellow flag that is for a Williams, I believe, so that probably is Padge. As Jose, there is your invite. Good evening, Johnny B. I hope you are very, very well, my friend. As Padge has got past Steely, who is coming into the pit lane, and Deton is round. Deton is round at turn 1. That is not good for the Mercedes race. He now finds himself behind Padge, and I hope you're very, very well, Johnny B. Ward Malone getting past Alex, who comes into the pit lane. This is the recommended pit lap, as maybe a bit, there was a wing repair there for Alex, as Darthim will come into the pit lane now and get a bit of contact with the wall, but Darthim will retire from this race. It's been a very unfortunate race for Darthim, as Caznag will get past Deton now, and Lean Show and Lion are fighting out for P4 on the track, and Steely and Deton also fighting out in P8 currently, with Caznag just ahead of them, but Steely is on the freshest tyres of them all. And yes, Johnny B, I am very, very well with my thank you, my friend. As Steely goes for a move around the outside of Caznag at the final corner. It's a brilliant move, probably made easier with those tyres, but it's brilliant move. And but Caznag will fight it back, as not going to get close enough to the RB. And Johnny B, I am very, very well, thank you. Been watching the Formula 1 as Deton's wheel has turned off and he is pitted for the soft compounded tyre. This is a race from hell for Deton, the two-time race winner from last season. Lean Show and Lion swapping positions as well, fighting out. We'll see if Lean Show tries to fight this any more. Yeah, Lean Show has got past, and Deton has been put on the soft compound tyre. Jack will come into the pit lane this lap, along with Jose. Lucky Dude spins out the final corner. Jose's got a 10-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That's not what he would want. Lean Show comes into the pit lane as well. Lion will go through to P2, but Lucky Dude with a massive spin. Many things are occurring in the words of Willow. We'll call it Willow's wisdom. Big changes here. Caznag, Chris are on the hard compound tyres. They will be going later into this race. But things are changing everywhere. We'll see how quickly Jack is able to catch up to the top two. Steely did put the undercut, but it has not worked. So Steely now looking to use his warm tyres. Hopefully he has overtake mode. I do not believe he does, but hopefully he will be able to keep within that 1 second of Jack before he is able to get away. Jose with that 10-second time penalty, that's a big detriment to this race for the Audi driver, as Kamano, I believe, is supporting Jose. Oh, he was our pole sitter, but unfortunately with a mid-race ghost mode, as Lucky Dude will come into the pit lane now. Lion going really long on this set of mediums. I didn't think it would be possible to go this long. Those tyres have got to be screaming. As Caznag and I believe Chris will... Nope. Chris will have a lurk, but will not be able to get past Lucky Dude for now. But everything is happening. Everything. As I am dehydrated again. Believe me, I've been going through a lot of water lately. Closest battle on track is the battle for P7 between Chris and Lean Show, having the fresher tyres by a country mile, so is able to get through for P7. So Lean Show will now try and push forward to Lucky Dude, as Deton has got past Ward Malone, and Lion will come into the pit lane on lap 16 of this race. Jose setting the fastest lap of this race. He is currently 5 tenths out from Steely, so Steely will be looking in his rear view mirrors. Unfortunately, Jose is jumping out a bit, but it is nothing to be afraid of just yet. He's currently got an 8.5 second gap to his teammate, so right now he would not lose the position. We'll have to see if that stands to the rest of this race, but Jose now will find his way through Steely with that overtake mode, and Steely will now follow in behind for now. Lucky Dude is on the back of Caznag and will go for a move down the straight, as where a lot of these overtakes are being made. It's got 14 lap fresher tyres, so it should be fairly easy, and it is going to be fairly easy. So now Lucky Dude will push on and try and find, he's got 9.1 seconds to catch up to Steely. But with 12 laps left, anything can happen. We saw last lap safety cars, we've seen VSCs, we've seen downright craziness. I'm surprised that we haven't seen a VSC yet, so everything is still to play for in this race. But Steely is still within the overtake mode of Jose as of now, is clawing it back, so we'll see at the end of the lap if Steely is still in that range with that 10-second time penalty. Steely would still get P2 as it currently stands. As Johnny B has been aired by Willow in the live chat that we have. So unless Willow's typing a massive paragraph, then fair enough. Chris and Padge swapping position into the left-right chicane. I am missing a lot of overtakes today. Steely still within the overtaking mode of Chris. It is rude. Tell Willow. It is very rude. Sun God still here supporting supporting Padge, who is currently in P7. He's got 4.6 seconds to catch to Lean Show Chris coming into the pit lane this lap. He's taking those hard compound tyres to lap 18, so he'll have 11 laps on this set of medium. Jose is now just outside the overtake mode of Jack. With his pace, he will probably be in it at the end of this lap. So Jose will now be looking at overtaking Jack. If there's not another safety car towards this race, then Jose's 10-second time penalty will not affect him that badly. It will only drop him down to potentially P3 at a minimum at the moment. Current battle on track as well is the battle for P5 between Caznag and Lean Show. That Caznag has just fallen out that 1.2 second window of the overtake mode. Will he be able to get back in it just before the line? I don't know where the line is. I think it's there. Was he in it? We don't know. Alex getting his first 3-second time penalty. But we'll do, with 10 laps to go, we'll do a little race rundown. Jack is P1, Jose P2. Steely currently P3, but Jose does have a 10-second time penalty. Lucky Dude is P4, Lean Show is P5, Caznag P6, Padge P7, Lion P8. Deton is currently running P9, but is on soft compound tyres. If Deton somehow makes it to the end of the race, I will be magically surprised. Lion having a 3-second time penalty as well. Chris is P10, doing alternate strategy. Alex is P11, does have a 3-second time penalty to his name. Vitalso P12 after an earlier spin in the race, which did cost him a wing. And Ward Malone just coming out of the pit lane now after having to two-stop this race. Padge has got through Caznag in the battle for P6. Now Padge will push on. And try and claw his way towards the lean show. It's 1.6 seconds now. Was 1.7. Get your predictions in the chat of who you think is going to win this race. Is it going to be Jack? Is Steely going to claw back ground? Lion getting past Caznag, who comes into the pit. There, a yellow flag in sector 3. That is for Vitalso, who must have gone onto the gravel, unfortunately. Deton has not been able to go to the end on those soft compounded tyres, but he will be going to the end on a set of medium compounded tyres for the last lineups. He will lose a position to Chris and Alex at a minimum. Vitalso, he should be forming in behind Vitalso. And Deton, will you have any luck this season? You used up all the luck. You used up all the luck last season with your 2 race wins, my friend. So, yes. You should have it, but you've used it all up for now. And Tim, I hope your assessment goes very, very well. I don't know what a definition of very, very well would be in the circumstances, but I hope you get the result that you want. Back onto the race, Jose is with 0.4 seconds. He's in the overtake range of Jack, but with that 10-second time penalty, he will fall down, and he's currently going to fall down to P4, as Lucky Dude is now just within, or just around that 10-second range. So if it stays as it is, Jose will fall down to P4, giving Lucky Dude P3, which would be a great result for Lucky Dude. Did a great showing in qualifying. Padge now on the back of Lean Show in the battle for P5. Padge looking for a great result for the Williams team this week, as they need to find some ground if they want to bolster on and try and get closer to the constructors' standings, as they currently sit P4, 1 point off Audi in P3. So Audi are going to have a massive gain this week, as with Red Bull as well. So Red Bull, if my maths is correct, should be the new Constructors' Championship leaders after this race. So with 7 laps to go, Jose will be hoping for a miracle. Padge in P7, P6 as well, still on the back of Lean Show. That is, other than Jose, is your closest battle on track. Jose very much trying to find a way through. Maybe he might try and get that 10-second... he can't get it removed, actually. It was in the pit lane. But Jose still hoping to bolster on and try and get a good result, as P3 is on the cards if everything goes his way. Johnny B, Steely put his toe down so he could take this if the top two start fighting. Yes, Steely, as Lean Show will get re-past Padge on the outside of turn 12. But that will give Padge the overtake mode. They're both on the same lap tyres. Steely! As we were talking about him, Steely, we cursed him with a 3-second time penalty. Lucky dude, if he catches up now, could be in for a P2 finish. What a finish that would be for the Aston Martin driver. Johnny B, scrap that. Yes, unfortunately for Steely, he will now have to look behind him at Lucky dude. But with only 6 laps to go, it doesn't seem at the moment that Lucky Dude is gaining too much ground. But we'll go on board with the top 2. Is Jose going to look for a move on Jack, or is he just happy to sit behind him for now? We'll have a look. He goes for a look down the inside, but doesn't go for a move. Padge is on the back of Linjo, and he will go for the move. They're going to go. Oh, Lion looking to get involved as well. Lion looking at getting involved. Maybe going to go have a look around the outside. Terrible camera angle from the TV crew. That's a very big, deep from a contact there between Lion and Padge. Lion managing to get through. Ward Malone and Vitalso swapping positions at turn 4. As Jose has got past Jack into turn 1. So a lot of overtakes happening. Flick fast and everywhere. Now Jack is going to be the one to hope to stay within the overtake range. Maybe try and re-find a way through. As Vitalso and Jose are not Jose, Ward Malone are still fighting it out for P12. Right now, with 5 laps to go, Lion is now on the back of Lean Show. So Lion with the 2-lap fresh tyres, he has got a 3-second time penalty. So where he is merely trying to gain as much track position. At the moment, he will lose only 1 position to Padge, as Deaton also gets past, but Lion getting past Linjo. Will Linjo have a look around the outside? Lion seems to have run out of battery quickly. Lion will slot in behind. Try and reclaim some battery for the overtake. Oh, but Linjo is now being passed by Lion. Linjo has a look down the inside. It's a very wide corner. Lion goes onto the curb a bit, but doesn't get too unsteady. Linjo had a look down the inside, but that will give Linjo the overtake mode. Padge will also have it. So will Lion get double overtaked on lap 25? No, I can't remember. Lap 25 of this race. But Jack is still on the back of Jose. Will Jack find a way through? With the battery, will he get it? It's 3/10. It's 2/10. 1/10. Will he ever look? No, look, he's going to sit behind. Jack very comfortable to sit behind for now. Will he ever look down the inside? He will unfortunately not. Lion getting past Linshow. And Padge will... Oh no, that's Lion getting past Linshow and Padge sitting behind for now. Wow, Linshow having a look. Oh, did Linshow get a bit unsteady there? Will that allow Padge to get through? Padge will look for a move. Linshow does go defensive. Padge, knowing he will get at least P6 in this race, and choosing not to fight with 3 laps left in this race, which means we are not going to be able to get a safety car now. So this is the first safety car free race of the week, and by any safety car I mean as well. Jack, will he go for the move? Will he sit behind? What is going on in Jack's head? He is sitting behind. Jack is sitting behind. Padge and Lean Show still fighting out. Lion has now got a big gap to the cars behind, so hopefully he'll be hoping that these two fighting will give him the 3-second gap that he needs to keep P5. Currently, he will drop down to P7. Padge, oh, contact there, bit of damage, I think, for Padge. He will be going to the end, but I don't think there is damage, but was contact. So Padge in my favourite car on the grid. Maybe feeling a bit unsteady with these tyres now. These tyres are 12 laps old. Jack's still choosing to sit behind. Vitalso is also on the back of Ward Malone in the battle for P12. And these two have been swapping places all race. Ward Malone does have the fresher tyres, so I very much think it would be difficult for Vitalso to find a way through. As Jack has got past Jose. Lock up there from Jose, but Jack has found a way through with the use of the overtake mode. Jose will now get it. Jose will get overtake mode for the penultimate lap in this race. So as it stands, Jose will drop down to P3. Steely will keep P3, and Lucky Dude will inherit P2 from my math. So this will be a lovely, lovely finish from Lucky Dude. If he can finish this race in P2, it'll be his best finish in IIRL. As Deton is on the back of Caznag, as well as the battles, even though it is the penultimate lap of this race, are still flying flick and fast. There is action to be watched everywhere on this track. As Jose has got past Jose, so Jack will have the benefit of the overtake mode in the final lap of this race. Vitalso gets past Warden Malone. Bit of gravel on the track, so maybe Warden Malone going off the track ever so slightly. As Padge has got past Lean Show as well. So Padge, but Lean Show fighting back. Could go side by side. Padge slots in behind doing the sensible thing. Warden Malone getting past Vitalso in P12. So we go now on to the final lap of this race for Jose and Jack. Caznag and Deton fighting it out for P8. See, two, as I unfortunately losing air again. But Caznag knows that he will get overtake mode. Deton goes off track. Caznag will look for a way through. Jose, Jack. Will Jack go for the move, or will he just sit behind? He knows that he does not need to make the move work for him to win the race. But will he still win the on-track battle, on-track win credit? He will look around the outside. He gets the move. Jose that's a brilliant move to win this race on track. Caznag and Deton still fighting out in this race, but Jack will be your race winner in this race. Jose will keep P2. Jose will keep P2 because Steely is outside that 10-second mark. But Lucky Dude will inherit P3. So Steely will finish P4 in this race. Lion will cross the line P5 and will keep P5 because Lean Show is out of his 3-second gap. But Padge will finish P7. That's a great result for Padge, gaining 2 places from where he started. Deton will finish in P8 after a very, very unorthodox 2-stop in this race when his pit crew put him on soft tyres by accident. A Deton P8, Caznag P9, Chris will cross the line in P10. I believe that is going to be Chris's best race finish so far in no, it's not. It's his second best because Chris finished P9. Alex will finish P11. Not too bad from Alex. Vitalso and Wood Malone finishing in a photo finish. That is incredible race and a very clean race. But Jack will Jack will get on the top step of the podium. It's a lovely finish. But there are reports that maybe Steely doesn't know where he got one of those warnings, so this race could potentially be decided in the steward's room, or the podiums could be decided in the steward's room. So please do not miss anything. Chris get driver of the day. Ooh. Oh, of course, driver of the day is decided in this Discord. Chris did get driver of the day. I believe they give it out to the people with the most overtakes. But your race rundown for the Australian Grand Prix in assisted to Jack P1, Jose P2, Lucky Dude P3, Steely P4, Lion P5, Leancho P6, Padge P7, Teton P8, Caznag P9, Cross P10, Alex P11, Vitalso P12, Wardham Malone P13, Daft Tim Wardham Malone P13, and Daft Tim and Teddy being your 2 DNFs. But that was a lovely race from everyone. Still had a bit of chaos. No safety cars. But absolutely great stuff. And very big congratulations to Jack and Jose. Unreal pace up there and a lovely finish from Lucky Dude as well. So absolutely brilliant stuff. So that will extend Jack's lead in the 82 championship by a number of points, by I think at least 5 points. Don't quote me, I can't do quick maths. But Kamano cheering on Jose. GG's Water Malone, yeah, you got really unlucky, but you know, there's always room for improvement. So, and great to see that Chilean flag on the podium from Kamano as well. We're looking to see you on that podium soon as well, Kamano. So I hope you very much come back for that. And GG's Lion, that was a great race from you. Unfortunate with the penalty, but a lovely qualifying nonetheless. But yeah, just before we end this thing, couple of penalties to talk about from 81 that resulted in changes in the ordering. Sergio, still your race winner. Fireball Alex getting a 5-second penalty, which dropped him down to P8. Chipmunk getting a 10-second, that dropped him down to P12. Deton getting a 5-second, Tyclear getting a 5-second, and Aiden also getting 5 seconds. That all dropped them down to P12, 13, 14, and 16 respectively. But that was a lovely race to watch. I hope you all very much enjoyed that as much as I did. It was a very different race compared to what we've seen earlier this week, but it is always great to see some lovely racing, great battles out there. There was battles everywhere. Everyone tried these cars, really truly favourable for new cars. So next week is China, but China is the first sprint of the season. We do reverse championship sprints, so there'll be a 25% sprint race, which will be a reverse championship order start. Then it will be a short qualifying session followed by the 50% race. So I hope you'll be very, very much enjoyable for that. The no assist race will be on Tuesday, which will be the return of Willow. So Willow will be back on Tuesday for the no assist, trying to regain any claw on championships hopes as possible, as Willow is currently 25 points off Nace, who is leading the no assist championship. Next Thursday will be on Thursday will be the assist tier 1 race, and next Sunday will be the assist tier 2 race, all sprints and all in China. The no assist stream will of course be hosted by Alex and David, and I believe David will also be hosting the assist tier 1 stream, and me and Willow should be back for the assist tier 2 stream next week. Edward, bye. See you next week. See you next week, my friends. But thank you very, very much for everyone for joining me this wonderful evening. If you have enjoyed yourself and enjoyed the racing that you have seen, please just send a little message anywhere in Instagram, Discord, YouTube comment section. We'll get you an invite to the Discord if you would love to take part. And all our information is everywhere as well if you liked what you see. So thank you very much for joining me. Please join us 7:30 p.m. UK time on Tuesday for China, the first sprint of the season. We'll see you then. Good